Zedekiz. Oh, what's up, guys? Got another battle against GOMS from the Cerebi chat room, and he's gonna mess me up. Not really. Okay, anyways. So, he leads out with a Jirachi, and I lead out with my Swampert, my new team. It's fantastic. It's so live that it's not recorded. Okay, so I'm expecting a trick automatically, right? Because that's what every Jirachi is. Every Jirachi lead is a trick Jirachi. So, he U-turns. Oh, didn't see that coming. Get messed up. Okay, not really though. That was kind of a good switch on my part because U-turn didn't hurt me at all, and he's really just a fantastic wall. And he switches out to Heatran, and I'm thinking definitely Scarfed Heatran, and I need to switch to a Pokemon that can take fire. So, who better than Swampert? And he's just deciding what he's gonna do. Maybe he thinks I'm about the Earthquake, but I guess not. He obviously is just going to sub up. What a faggot. Just kidding. That was a good move by your part. But my Swampert has Roar, so I'm not worried about anything that you can dish to me. So you toxic me. Maybe that's a little issue. That's kind of a problem, but I mean, it's not an issue. Later on, it might be. So I roar him back to his Jirachi, which basically sets us back at square one. And I was planning on either... Yeah, I was going to set Stealth Rocks up, and I was like, oh, perfect. Now I can just get a roar off. I can walk down Prediction Lane because I'll know all of his Pokemon, but he makes me flinch, and you're so cool because you can hack. Freaking loser. Just kidding. Okay, so now I just want an Earthquake because I don't like it, and so he switches out to a Gligar. What a nice switch. But I didn't use Earthquake because I expected some kind of switch like that, so I Stealth Rock and I get some rocks up, and that's pretty good. So I could have used Ice Beam, and I honestly don't know why. Maybe just because I wanted some info on his team and I wanted to walk down Prediction Lane. That's a great street to go down. But I roar him off, and I'm thinking, okay, Earthquake right here. I want to get that thing down. And if he switches out to his Gligar, it's not that big of a deal because I'm doing damage on him either way. So obviously Earthquake is going to be the perfect choice unless you don't want to, I don't know. But he switches out to his Starmie, which was that was an awkward switch for me. I mean, Earthquake did so much damage, and I don't know why you wouldn't have just switched to Gligar. Maybe he probably over-predicted, thinking I was going to use Ice Beam on Gligar, so he switched out to... Well, I mean, he could have... I don't know. It was an awkward switch for me. I already told you that. And so his Starmie has leftovers, so I know it's going to be a Recover Starmie, so I'm just going to try an Earthquake. That means that if he recovers, I can get damage off, and if he hits me, he stays at the same health. So that doesn't matter. And I Earthquake, and I get a crit. I crit my pants off. It is great. Get dropped down Starmie. So now that leaves it's 6-5, but because of the poison, I'm about to die because I stayed in, and I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So Swampert's down. Who am I gonna switch to? It's obviously going to be... I don't even remember, to be honest. Oh, Fatang, that's right. What sound does a bell make? Fatang! Okay, anyways, he sends Jirachi back in, and I know he can't do much to me, so I feel like I want to set my my screens up, you know, reflect, light screen, and reflect would obviously be first because it's physical, but I guess I just wanted to go for an Earthquake, because I wanted a super effective hit or something. So he switches out to his Gligar. It was a good play on his part. And I'm honestly not too sure what to do here. I guess I could put screens up or something. I honestly should have, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. But, so I decide I want a Gyro Ball because he's going to be pretty fast, and it's going to be a pretty big amount of damage to him because it's normal effective. But he switches out to his Heatran, which was another good switch on his part. So now I know I should have set my screens up because he's about to use a fire move on me. and that's gonna. I thought maybe I could live it, but I definitely don't. And so I just keep him in as death order. And Bronzong's down, so now I'm down 5-4, but that's okay because I know I can take him down with a nice stab bonus, super effective expert belt, close combat with 120 power from my Lucario. So that's gonna be good. And so obviously I'm just gonna hit him with the right left, get a little bit of close combat up in here, and he switches out to Gligar again, and that means that it's going to be not very effective. So that was another good switch on his part, but I guess he didn't know that my Lucario packs Ice Punch, and it is just Ice Punch. That was just a great move to put on there. I literally was thinking about giving it some other move because Ice Punch, I don't know, but no, I gave it Ice Punch, and I'm so happy I did. And right here, I'm sure he's thinking, maybe he has Ice Punch, I don't know, I'm just going to try and Earthquake him, and hopefully he'll go down. But I knew I was faster because I looked it up, and so things are going great now. And I Ice Punch, and it gets super effective, and just to rub salt all in his wounds, it's a crit. I know it didn't matter because I did damage calculators. Even if he had super high defense and I had super low attack, it still would have dropped him. So he brings out his Jirachi, and I want to switch out to someone I know that could take a physical hit, and of course it's going to be the Orb of Boss. And if you know what that's from, brownie points to you. So my Dusknoir, and this is good for two reasons, because one, I got the hell out of there and didn't take a physical fire move on my not Jirachi, my Lucario, and two, I literally took like almost no damage. It was great. So now I was fearing his switch to Heatran because he knew I was probably going to use a fire move, so I just decided to Paint Split, but that ends up being a good move anyways because he switches out to a naturally with so much health Pokemon, Snorlax, which is, you know, it is what it is. So puts me back at full health, and he's got about 2/3 health left, and you know, that's fine. So I'm expecting a Crunch, which is going to be very effective against my Dusknoir. So I switched to someone that could take it and deliver a blow back. So obviously that's going to be Zuko, right? Well, he switches too, and it turns out I get the better switch in because he switches to Heatran, and now I've got Life Orb and I have Close Combat, and I know I can take him out. So it's going to be perfect for me. So I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to over-predict or anything. I just want to use Close Combat, and he switches out to a Dragonite. Now, this is perfect because I have Hidden Power Ice, and I gave it just a little bit of special attack just for moments like these when a dragon comes out, because I know I'm faster than all of them except for freaking the one that's banned. I don't want to name it right now because it's terrible. So I don't know what he's thinking, but I know Hidden Power Ice. I'm not going to overpredict or anything. So I get it off, and guess what he does? As soon as it hits him, he disconnects. Wow, okay, buddy. Alright, well, that was a good battle, and hopefully I will get another one up soon. Cheers, guys.